make it because she's still at work. Can I read a short statement she sent me on her behalf to tell you? Thank you. Dear Mrs. Indelicato and RIOC Board, as a parent of a small child on Roosevelt Island, I stand with all the other Roosevelt Island mothers, fathers, and caregivers who are outraged that RIOC is not taking seriously the impact that non-functional elevators at the Tram have on our daily lives. I myself have had to carry a heavy stroller with a sleeping 30-pound toddler up 3 flights of stairs at the Manhattan side of Tram. It was excruciating. There was no shuttle bus at that time of night and nobody to help. And now it's been 2 weeks with no apparent work on the elevators at all, and I feel like RIOC is fast asleep at the switch. When families ask me if Roosevelt Island is a welcoming place for families, lately I have to tell them that it's absolutely not. Please take immediate action to repair the elevators at the Tram. Thank you. I am 8 months pregnant and I have a 2-year-old daughter. The stroller will be attached to me for another 3 years at least. Walking up and downstairs is not safe or possible in my condition, especially in the snow. This is a lawsuit waiting to happen. 2 weeks plus for a broken elevator seems absurd. When the last time it broke, it took about 3 days to fix. What is the hold-up? The red bus comes every hour, maybe, and sometimes cannot accommodate everyone. I might as well move to Brooklyn for how long it takes to get into the city now. The Tram is available every 12 minutes at the least. The bus is not a comparable fix or a solution to having the elevators down. This is New York City, and time is money. You are stranding people on the island because of your incompetence and lack of compassion. Waiting 40 years for an elevator to finally die is negligence. I would not recommend living on the island to any parents with young children anymore because the transportation is completely unreliable. Fix the elevators now. Hire someone to carry the strollers down the stairs instead of an unreliable red bus. If you are looking a year down the road, build a footbridge and build a ramp for the Tram because those will not break like the elevators consistently do. Don't keep making the same mistakes. Do something useful because right now you are doing nothing but making families and children miserable. I am the mother of a 17-month-old twins. I have not tried to leave the island with my kids since the elevators have been out of service, because I know it is utterly impossible without having another adult with me to help carry their heavy double stroller up and down the Tram stairs. I have cancelled doctor's appointments and avoided social activities. Without the kindness of a stranger willing to help me haul 50 to 60 pounds of toddler up and down those stairs, I could end up stranded in Manhattan, unable to get back, or stranded on the Tram platform, having wasted my time. Clearly, being stuck on the island is the better option, so I have chosen not to attempt to leave. You might wonder why I don't take the temporary red bus shuttle. It's because getting 2 toddlers in a double stroller onto the red bus when there is even one other person on board is a nightmare. If you haven't tried to do this, you should. Just so you know how humiliating and physically grueling it can be, not to mention annoying to other passengers. I am one of the fortunate parents on the island who generally does not need to take my kids off island, but would love to be able to do so before next year. But there are so many others who have kids attending schools or other events in Manhattan and they are stuck. Please walk a few feet in our shoes and get these elevators fixed. Thanks. Board of Directors. I hope all is well and this email or message won't find you too alarming. With all due respect, residents of Roosevelt Island are angry, disappointed, and stressed. As a director of RIOC, you must represent the people in need and the island itself. The situation of the commune services is just unacceptable. I am one of the residents of this island who has an 8-month-old baby who we, my husband, have to take to the pediatrician so often, every month plus emergencies, so it's every week or so. With elevator, lift from Tram and elevator at 63rd Street not working, it's extremely stressful to get our baby girl to the doctors. We have to take taxi several times, but that takes a very long time to get there. I cannot physically carry down a 70 to 80 pound stroller and a baby downstairs. My husband has to take half a day off just to come and get our daughter downstairs. I also have heard from other mothers that workers at the Tram don't even help. Handicapped people are being turned down to take a Tram because of the elevator issues. All I'm saying, God forbid something happens to my daughter and I can't get her to her pediatrician soon enough because of your broken promises. You said you would fix the elevator this February. I will blame you, not personally, but people who are in charge of this mess. Before we moved to this beautiful island, we were promised to be taken care of. Well, it doesn't feel this way. It's sad. Thank you in advance for reading this and listening to this, and I hope this serious matter will be addressed properly with an as soon as possible intentions. The status of the tram elevators, as both have been out of service almost 2 weeks. In my opinion, there has been very little communication about the elevator situation. When the elevators first went out, communication about the shuttle bus was sent and appreciated, although it contained errors and made the matter more confusing. Although I appreciate the attempt to run the Red Bus shuttle bus, information about where it was to stop on the island was very unclear. Additionally, no service was offered for the long weekend of February 14 to February 16, with the Lexington F-train elevator out of service, both tram elevators out of service, and no bus. How are people commuting with strollers or those who are handicapped or disabled supposed to get off island? I find RIOC's handling of this issue to be unbelievably inadequate. Why can't the bus service run every day and more reliably?
Excuse me, can you please get him away from the wires? Can somebody hold him in the back, please? Thank you.
Why can't a tram worker or other RIOC staff member be stationed on the Manhattan side of the tram to assist people up and down the stairs if needed? Why are repairs to the elevators not underway, and if they are, why are there no updates being provided? In addition to difficulty with work and school and everyday commute, how are people with mobility issues able to access Manhattan for things as necessary as medical care, etc.? I am thankfully able to take my son to his doctor appointments by carrying him, but this is difficult, particularly with the ice, and I am afraid of falling with him in my arms. In conclusion, a timely fix to the immediate issues with the elevators is essential. Furthermore, a more long-term solution to this frequently occurring problem is needed, and appropriate communication regarding these issues is of utmost importance. Thank you for your consideration.